start with just a little safety announcement. Even when the winds are blowing, the canal's pretty narrow when we do bumps sometimes. So when the winds are blowing the way they are, they're gusting up at about 30-35 miles an hour right now. So if we get one of those wind gusts, you will probably feel the wall a little bit at some point, okay? Oh. It's really not that big of a deal unless you're standing up. If you stand up, you will probably fall. So try to stay seated as much as you can while we're out there, all right? Other than that, sit back, relax, have a good time. If you have any questions, please feel free to just call her out now. We'll go ahead and start with the number one most asked question right off the bat. I'll go ahead and answer it for you, all right? It's 4 feet deep. If you fall in, stand up, walk out. You'll be all right. If you're like me, though, and you just barely make that 4 foot height requirement, I do have 40 life jackets. They're down there where it says no seating. You're more than welcome to go grab one. I promise I won't be offended if you feel like you need to. Where are you guys from? How many ocean snowboarding bases before?
Yeah.
Oh. Subway Baker, Texas?
I'll tell you in the city that cheated last night.
That was a sad.
That game last weekend was that was crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Anybody from anywhere else?
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin?
You'd never know it.
I know, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Oklahoma, Tennessee. I tell you what, last year we played the Volunteers at home, and Tennessee fans are some of the nicest people in the world. We were just flooded in orange shirts out here, but they were all so nice. Alright, y'all, we'll get our tour started here in the north end of the canal. We've got a tile mosaic straight ahead here. It's called the Devon Mosaic. It was paid for by Devon Energy, so that's why we gave it that name. It was created by students of one of our local colleges, the Oklahoma City Community College. Everything on there really just represents the state of Oklahoma and its people. So the red bricks, there are 77 of those. We have the names of all of our Oklahoma counties written on them. The 3 Native American ladies are pouring the water into the canal, a way to honor our native roots here. While we're up here by it, if you look carefully, you can see the names of the students that created it. They've all got them etched real tiny in those little bitty tiles. It's hard to see, but once you pick up 1 or 2, you realize the whole wall is covered in their names.
Oh,
They're
okay.
everywhere.
I do see a couple.
Right there in the middle, on that side, on the bottom, you got 07 down by that one signature that was built in it. It was created in 2007. The rest of the images, those are our state symbols. The bison, the state mammal. The tree is a red bud. That's our state tree. And then there's a bird over here called the scissor-tail flycatcher. That's our state bird. So they're pretty much all on there. You'll see that scissor-tail everywhere you look. We've used those on a lot of different things. You came in on I-40, went under that bridge with the big metal sculpture on it. That's called the Skydance Bridge. It's actually supposed to be a scissor-tail flycatcher.
So we're going to get hit by
First part of our tour is through the city's old wholesale district up here. Buildings up here on this north stretch. They've been standing a little over 100 years in most cases. It's about the turn of the 19th century. 4 major railroads were coming through on those old Santa Fe rail lines. This is where they were depositing their cargo. So most of these businesses popped up as wholesalers to facilitate the cargo coming in off the rail. We're actually operating at basement level right now, though. This bridge right here, this is the original street level when we started digging. So the bottom floors, those are all underground at first. They were the basements of the building. Dug them out, renovated them, added on windows, patios, things like that. That's why the bottoms look a little different than the top. The oldest buildings in Bricktown go back as far as about 1898. The oldest one you'll see on the canal today is this one here on the left. It says Miller Jackson Company right on the front of it. That one was built by the Miller Jackson Company in 1947. Jackson Company was a wholesale distributor. They just had general household merchandise and barn implements, things like that. Brickopolis here on this corner, that's the only modern building on this north end of the canal. That one's brand new, actually. Only been open about 4 weeks now. go check it out. Laser tag, a couple floors of laser tag. The arcade on the bottom floor is for 10 and under. The third floor has the arcade for the older children and the youngest.